To a certain extent, yes. I mean, ideally, one would be able to reinvent itself a little bit, maybe like Peter Sarsgaard's character has to in my movie. But in reality, we are what we lived, and we always carry around all that good and bad experiences, and that's who we are. So, yeah, to answer in a different way, I've always been afraid of dementia because it means losing your memory, and then the question is are you still yourself, or where does that put you? Yeah. I think what Peter played in a really good way is that he didn't play dementia. He played soul. He built a character, and then that character has dementia. So you're saying he looks happy. I think he was always happy before the dementia. I think that's his character. Then he's got dementia, but that didn't change his personality. That was Peter's approach, and I think it was very clever. He's not just playing dementia as an opportunity to renew himself every day. He really built a character. They're both extremely good actors. Jessica is very, of course, celebrated and also a Hollywood star and all that, but I know that many actors are trapped in that celebrity Hollywood bullshit, and they're actually talented actors that want to work. So, like, to really work, you know. She had just done theater, and she was very happy to be on my film. And she's a very creative actress that understands all aspects of filmmaking. She's not. What makes her special is that she's not just caring about herself or her character. She's very generous with other actors. Secondary roles are always given importance by her performance. She lifts all other actors, and she's very intelligent. So our views on cinema are similar. And then Peter was Jessica's idea, because I wanted to choose the actor with her, along with her. So I said, who do you suggest? And it turns out that she always wanted to work with Peter. And when I met him, like 5 minutes into meeting him, I knew it was right. He's an actor that hasn't been recognized as much as he should have in 30 years of career, so I'm very happy that he got that award in Venice for my film. It's one of my favorite songs, one of the best rock songs ever. It's very melancholic and nostalgic. The lyrics don't totally make sense, or at least, to put it in a different way, nobody understands, nobody can be certain of what the lyrics are about. And that's good for a film. I would never choose a song when the lyrics are explaining the audience what they just saw, you know. That's patronizing the audience. But that doesn't happen with A Whiter Shade of Pale, so, you know, I immediately knew that was the song. Well, you know, that's up to interpretation. Many people would say that after Lucia is some sort of, not happy, but, you know, gives satisfaction at the end. Many people were happy that in Chronic, Tim ends the way he ends because they think that's the end of his misery. And I'm not sure this is a happy ending necessarily, because what these characters are facing tomorrow or next week or next month is very, you know. I understand that not only because of the ending, but because of what Jessica's character experiences with her family on that confrontation scene, without spoiling it to whoever hasn't seen the film. But I understand maybe that's what's closer to a not happy ending, but to some sort of peaceful moment for the character. I don't know. Listen, I never sit and write thinking of a happy ending or the opposite. I just do what I have to do. Oh, yeah, Tim always, we always have a laugh uh, b- together talking about the faith of his characters. Listen, we met when he was the head of the jury on Certain Regard, and he reacted to After Lucia. And he liked that drama, that tragedy. Uh, so he almost asked for it, you know. He wanted to be included in that kind of tone, in that kind of film. And he inspired me. We only made 2 films together. We were gonna do more. Hopefully, we'll find different stuff. We'll see. Well, again, I do what I have to do when I'm sitting and I'm writing. I'm never, it's not about topics. I never say this film is about this thing because I think if a film is that easy to sum up, to describe, then it's not worth it making the movie. I think a good movie should have many layers and mix many things. And there's no formula to it. It just happens in a different way every time. Uh, so yeah, I mean, memory is about many things at the same time too. It's not a film about dementia. It's not a film about abusive, you know. It's about many things. I don't want to list all the topics because then it appears like I was tackling those topics. But even the idea of memory, I wasn't, I didn't know that I was writing a film about memory until I had an outline and I realized that the memory idea is played in opposite ways on his character and her character. It has to happen naturally, and it has to be complicated. Movies that are too straightforward can be good, uh, but often are terrible. Movies like good books should be multi-layered. Well, I couldn't even explain them. I think a good movie should be something that's completed when the audience watches it, and even what I write, the actors are giving me their interpretation of what I've written. So I'm not, you know, I have a take on it, but that doesn't mean that I'm right. The thing should kind of be alive and should be for the audiences to, you know, to take the meaning that they, you know, the same person can watch the same movie twice, you know, a year later or 10 years, and it'll be a different movie, hopefully. You want me to throw a few names? Well, my favorite director, colleague director is Amate Escalante, the Mexican film director. I think he's an absolute genius. But I like a few contemporary filmmakers. I like Pavel Pawlikowski a lot. I like Martin McDonagh. Uh, yeah, of course. I mean, Nurit Bilge Ceylan. I like Yorgos Lanthimos, not just because I'm in Greece. I'm saying it, but I've, I've, we've been at festivals at the same time for a few years, and it's always a pleasure to run into the new Yorgos movie. Yeah.